Ida for exposing my dad's secret past in front of our whole family? Okay, Reddit. I'm reeling and need an outside perspective. I genuinely don't know if I'm the asshole here. My dad, M, 55M, has always been the picture of stability. A respected small business owner, active in the community, the whole 9 yards. My mom, S, 53F, adores him, and my younger siblings, E, 16F, and T, 14M, look up to him like he hung the moon. A few weeks ago, I, 24M, was at a barbecue at my friend M's house. His dad, Mr. H, was there, and he used to be a prison guard back in the day before he retired. He's a really nice guy. At one point, my dad came over to say hi, and Mr. H got this weird look on his face. He quickly recovered and was polite, but I noticed it. Later, when my dad was getting a drink, Mr. H pulled me aside. He asked me if my dad's name was M, last name. I confirmed it. He then got really serious and said, "I thought so. I knew him. He was an inmate at state prison about 25 years ago. I was a guard there." My jaw dropped. I genuinely thought he was joking or had the wrong person. But he looked me dead in the eye and described my dad's build, even a small scar he has on his hand that isn't immediately obvious unless you know it's there. He didn't go into detail about the crime, just that he served a few years. He said he was surprised to see him looking so well and that he was glad my dad had clearly turned his life around. He told me he wouldn't tell anyone, but he thought I deserved to know. I was in shock. My dad? In prison? For years? My whole life he's been this upstanding figure. My mind raced through every family story, every piece of advice he'd given me, and it felt like a lie. I went home that night and barely slept. I tried to talk to him privately a few days later. I asked him, "Dad, is there anything about your past you haven't told me?" He just looked at me, a little confused, and said, "What do you mean, son? You know my past." I pressed him, mentioning Mr. H and the prison. His face went white. He denied it at first, then tried to brush it off as a misunderstanding. When I told him Mr. H specifically remembered him, he shut down. He got angry, told me it was none of my business, and ordered me not to speak of it again. This past Sunday, we had our usual family dinner. My mom was talking about how proud she was of Dad for some community award he's receiving next month, and E and T were gushing about how perfect he was. My dad just sat there, beaming, accepting all the praise. Something in me snapped. All the anger, the feeling of being lied to, the disrespect of him shutting me down. It just boiled over. I blurted out, "Perfect? He's been to jail, Mom. He was in prison for years." The table went silent. My mom looked like she'd been slapped. E started crying. T looked utterly bewildered. My dad's face was a mixture of fury and despair. He stood up, towering over me, and yelled, "What the hell is wrong with you? How dare you?" I yelled back, "How dare I? How dare you lie to us for decades? You let us believe you were this flawless person when you had this massive secret." My mom finally found her voice, asking my dad if it was true. He just stood there, speechless, eventually just saying, "I did it for you, to protect you all." The dinner ended in chaos. My mom is devastated and crying constantly. My siblings are confused and upset. My dad hasn't spoken to me since, and my mom says I've ruined our family. I felt justified in the moment, but now, seeing the fallout, I'm questioning everything. Maybe I should have handled it differently. Maybe I should have just kept it to myself. So, Reddit, AITA,